Hola, un saludo a todos y a todas. Presentamos esta comunicación mi colega Yiheng Wang, estudiante de doctorado de la Universidad de Cádiz, y quien nos habla, Víctor Manuel Sáez, también de la Universidad de Cádiz. Nuestro trabajo guarda relación con el estudio de la dimensión comunicativa de la pandemia del coronavirus, para ver en qué medida las estrategias de eduentretenimiento pueden ayudar a reducir el impacto de la desinformación y de las fake news. Mi presentación va a ser en castellano para contextualizar nuestra comunicación y a continuación Yiheng Wang va a abordar específicamente el contenido de la investigación. Pasamos a la siguiente pantalla. Un primer grado de contextualización tiene que ver con el marco, el proyecto en el que se sitúa esta investigación específica. Es un proyecto del Plan Nacional de Investigación Español dirigido a analizar la comunicación solidaria digital. Durante 3 años nos proponemos investigar cuáles son las teorías, los imaginarios y las prácticas que llevan a cabo las ONGs españolas y la ciudadanía activa para impulsar sus proyectos de comunicación solidaria. En este contexto pues, emergió el coronavirus y hemos visto que es un tema fundamental de interés social e investigador que cuadra perfectamente con el marco del proyecto, así que hemos decidido abordarlo como interés estratégico primordial. Pasamos a la siguiente y efectivamente el contexto específico de nuestra comunicación que presentamos aquí y ahora tiene que ver con ver cómo para resolver esta otra pandemia informativa de las fake news puede sernos útil la comunicación para el cambio social. Esta perspectiva de investigación se plantea dar una respuesta comunicativa a los principales problemas sociales de la humanidad, planteando el cambio social a un triple nivel, personal, local y global. Dentro de la comunicación para el cambio social, que goza con una larga tradición en el ámbito iberoamericano y europeo, anglosajón, mundial, encontramos con que la comunicación para la salud ha sido una temática importante desde los orígenes. Por lo tanto, en nuestro trabajo queremos rescatar los aprendizajes que dentro de la comunicación para la salud se han llevado a cabo desde el punto de vista comunicativo, concretamente en lo que se denomina el eduentretenimiento, la aplicación a la educación para la salud de estrategias de comunicación y de entretenimiento propias de la televisión, por extensión del mundo de las pantallas. Hecha esta doble contextualización, dejo la palabra a mi colega Yiheng Wang para que continúe en inglés con la explicación de nuestro trabajo específico. Tienes la palabra.
Hello, everyone. In our work, the contribution of data is fundamental in this field of health communication. As he said, culture reflects the dynamic interaction between shared meanings and contexts drawn upon and shaping the shared values, beliefs, and practice in everyday life. The structure taps into the pattern of distribution of social, material, political, and economic resources of health and well-being. And his culture-centered approach model helps us with a better understanding of which a razor of the infrastructures of the voices of the marginalized reproduces and circulates the unhealthy structures that threaten their health and well-being. And besides, considering the rapid development of internet and the digital era we've been in, and given the entertaining and humorous nature of the educational content of the entertainment message, that it can easily appeal to the viewer and influences the public perception, it's also already the high time for us to rethink and reappropriate this approach to not only just benefit the majority, but also the marginalized group in every corner of this society that cannot be seen. And since we focused in China in the beginning of this ongoing pandemic, the effort to the internet and 5G technology development did make a solid foundation for China to respond effectively and timely to the COVID-19. And furthermore, the internet is also seen as an interesting tool for democratization, participation, and social development, especially to give the marginalized group a new boost to help them become full participants in economic and in political life. So Given the novelty and emergent character, our work is eminently exploratory in nature. So based on the qualitative methodology of case studies, the objects we chose are a popularization campaign in the form of creative dubbing video of classic Chinese TV series by a group of young dubbing volunteers, and cartoon series specially made for the prevention measure popularization as well by one of the most popular young Chinese cartoonists in China. So in these two cases, for example, in the first one, instead of explaining the prevention measures only with descriptive text and the conventional Q&A form, it is easier for the public to accept when adopting strategies of entertainment education like this culture parody work. The production team succeeded in combining the calls for fun and the recreation of the classic Chinese TV series that anchors in the imaginary of the population in the communicative strategy to disseminate the information and knowledge related to COVID-19. And more importantly, the messages comes within the narrative structure that favors the audience identification with the stories, that gives a greater receptivity to the audience. And the suggestion from the netizens who follow them instead of an external authority also makes the content of the messages be more effectively reinforced. And in the second case, it's a series of cartoon combined as well the prevention measures with a explanation of 9 frequently used Chinese idioms and in a very relaxing way with a lot of humor. So works such as those cartoons of this artist are capable of carrying out comprehensive scientific dissemination while allowing people to learn how to properly face the pandemic in a very relaxing mind. With this case, we found that the narrative strategy of reducing anxiety and the use of the plain and hilarious language combined with cartoon connects more with its followers and generates more impact than the plain explanation of the official media, and also give more willingness to its followers sharing this health information to their personal contacts. And also, in line with other scholars specialized in this area, the exposure to this social media content can also significantly impact on their health behavior of these social media users. And here, what we would like to emphasize is that there are not any big celebrities or any powerful authorities or advanced specialists in the health sector. They're just common young guys like any of us of young generations who have their own specialty and most importantly, empathy and enthusiasm to participate and mobilize and help others in their way by our shared culture. So therefore, in conclusion, with the effort that we put in this work, and as well as the intention of helping fight against the pandemic as communication researcher, in this analysis, entertainment education cases allow us to affirm that they have contributed in various ways to promote health literature about COVID-19 among the public. And the second, the citizen participation in these study cases have been high and also has taken places at multiple levels. And finally, the narrative formats and genres are important and prior to bear in mind for a higher effectiveness of these messages. So now it will be all our ideas with our research, and thank you very much for your attention and also to the contribution of the conference organization. And we do hope that our research can help promote the further academic development in the relevant fields, and wish you enjoy this wonderful event.
Muy bien, muchas gracias. Un saludo.